Hi, I'm Gabriel, and welcome to Bigones.nft, where we bring you some of the biggest news, reviews, and NFT collections in the Metaverse. And stay to the very end, where we do a randomizer, where we'll randomly select an NFT collection on Opensea, and I'll check out the project and team and give you my honest thoughts and opinions. All right, if you haven't already, please smash up the like, hit subscribe, and turn that little notification bell to tell the gang at YouTube that you appreciate our content, which we in turn appreciate very much. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, okay, as we like to do on this channel, let's go through first CoinMarketCap and see what's going on in the cryptoverse. All right, so we have Bitcoin here just under 22K. Obviously in the red. It was slightly higher. I think it was yesterday. And of course, Ethereum here at 1,529 in the green. So in general, market not looking too good, but then again, not too bad compared to its previous lows. All right, so let's move on. So looking at the news, I wanted to kind of highlight this one in particular. Basically, Cadbury Gems collaborates with Guardian Link to launch NFTs based on kids' artwork, and the proceeds of the NFT sales will be used for the education of underprivileged children. So just highlighting this, I think it's great when obviously a big brand like Cadbury, Cadbury Chocolate, as we know, and is collaborating and launching NFTs and, of course, kids, and more importantly, bringing that all together to help the underprivileged children. So definitely something very interesting here, or a use case for NFTs, and how a big brand is kind of backing that, or at least instigating that out there in the market. All right. Next, we have AC Milan signed partnership deal with OneFootball for NFT collection. All right, obviously one of the big boys in the sports, football, soccer arena, and here we go. They're now again entering into the Metaverse. We've seen a lot of these examples, and it's obviously not just AC Milan. There's a lot of football teams out there. One of the interesting information or news that I saw just recently as well is there are fans questioning, what are the utility? What do I get when I buy this NFT? Now, I think that's a very important question to answer by these big brands. Instead of just releasing a lot of these NFTs out there, actually telling them what do they actually get? What's the utility? How long will it last for? And basically just telling the fans, this is what you get your money's worth. So I think that's how we get more adaptability into the market, if we see brands or these kinds of football clubs, and particularly in the sports arena, giving real use case utility to the NFTs that they're selling out there, which of course fans will buy. So it's not just like a t-shirt or a cap. Okay. All right, moving on. One of the big news out there is Yuga Labs threatened with possible class action lawsuit. Now, this is all over crypto Twitter just today, obviously, and a lot of these news now. Yuga Labs, they're massive. And obviously, for those who don't know, they have Bored Ape Yacht Club, they have CryptoPunks and Amoebits, and of course others under their brand. And the coin that they've adopted to power their ecosystem is ApeCoin. And of course, when ApeCoin came out, they airdropped a lot of this out to all the Bored Ape Yacht Club holders. So anyway, a lot of kind of, let's say, volatility in that price. It went up to one quite high. I think it was 13. Don't quote me on that. $13 or so, and then it's obviously dropped down. Of course, with a bear market now, it's down. I think today around $6 something. Actually, why not? Why don't we just check exactly where they are right now, since we're here? So ApeCoin. Scrolling down, here they are. Okay, so they are currently sitting at $6.34 now. Not too long ago, a couple of weeks, obviously, or if not longer, when the market was quite low, they were down at like $4 something, and they were hovering there for quite a while. So this has shown a bit of gain, but obviously nowhere near. I think I bought in around 11, and then kind of dollar cost average down whatever 10 and 9, but definitely here nowhere near their all-time high, should we say, which was not that long ago in terms of when they launched the token. So okay, going back to our news. So this is obviously Yuga Labs. Labs thread. And now we'll be following this closely, and we'll see how this goes. And it'll be very interesting to see how they react as well, how Yuga Lab actually reacts to this class action. I mean, this will obviously set some kind of precedence if anything does happen, since they are the biggest, really the big ones. They are the biggest collection out there, literally in the metaverse. Okay. So let's get into the top 10. And today I'm going to do top 10. I know sometimes I do 5 or 10, but today definitely do top 10. And only because there's a couple of interesting ones within that top 10, particularly the first one. So let's just have a quick look, and then we'll go into each one quite quickly. So Izuke Meta, number 1, Bored Ape Yacht Club, number 2, Other Deed for Other Side, and of course, again, these are all the same team. Actually, here, CryptoPunks. So all these guys are on the Yuga Labs right now. So obviously, again, massive, massive, massive. If you combine all their trading volume, they are really the biggest. Then we've got here ENS, Ethereum Name Service, the Potatoes, Fruits NFT, Timepieces, and CloneX, with working in a collab partnership with Takashi Murakami, and of course Angry of which I do want to look at since I've never heard of them. All right, so and they're in the top 10. So let's go into it. Here we go. So Izuke Meta, definitely, obviously, some kind of Japanese team or Japanese influenced or inspired team. Let's just read here. Izuke Meta is a story and community-driven, hand-drawn NFT collection plus metaverse brand that taps into the foundational human need to connect with others through story. Fair enough. Quite general. I think everybody loves a good story and wants to connect through story, but okay, let's see what they've got. Obviously, yep, they haven't obviously revealed yet their NFTs. Let's look at how many items. They've got 7,800 and already 4,000 owners, and their floor price here is 0.57. Again, reasonable price. I'd still consider it, but reasonable, 0.5. Obviously, the floor price isn't like 1 ETH, 2 ETH, 3 ETH, or some of these other projects that are up there. So not too bad. And here we have, as OpenSea now shows, the best offer, which is 0.4. Just not much of a difference, actually. So this is where they're at now. They haven't obviously revealed, so we'll be waiting and standing by, and I look forward to seeing what they actually look like. I would presume this is kind of like the NFTs that they'll be coming out, a little bit Astro Boyish. I am a big fan of Astro Boy. I used to love it as I was growing up, but that's kind of like the style. I'm sure there are probably more images if we got into their social media, which I won't do today, but of course you can if you log in now. Go to OpenSea. Let's go to the next one, which is and I've skipped some of these, and just so you know, I have skipped some just in terms of timing, for Bored Ape and other CryptoPunks and the other side, or the other deed for the other side. I'm sure you guys can always look into them as they are the biggest, and they've been pretty much on the top 5 or top 10 every single day. So let's look at these guys. Now, of course, for those who don't know what ENS Ethereum name service is, it's basically a Web3 domain name, and that basically means you can use that to also receive crypto, which is great. So it's like a wallet, so you kind of connect everything up there. The thing with ENS, it's on the Ethereum blockchain, so it's a .eth, is you do need to update, or after I think it's a year or 2 years, depending on what you buy, you will need to then pay more of the fee, or more of the cost of that NFT, which is an NFT, of course, to kind of keep on updating it on an annual or yearly subscription. Whereas there is another one called Unstoppable Domains, and they're great. Wonderful team as well, but they're on the Polygon chain. And the great thing with Unstoppable Domains is basically once you buy it, it's yours for life. But they also have .nft, .crypto, .blockchain, .888. So there's a lot more options there as well. But of course, like everything on the Ethereum chain, being the OG, everyone wants to also have their .eth. No harm in having that as well. So if you can afford it, get it all. Okay, so moving on. So we got the Potatoes. The Potatoes by Memeland. Okay, so they have, 10,000 items already with 5,000 owners, so that's pretty damn good. Total volume is 5.5K, massive, that's great. And of course, their floor price at 0.76, slightly higher than what we were obviously looking at with the first one, the Japanese Izakaya, Izakai Meta at floor price at 0.57. So the potatoes, I believe these are still just not really revealed yet. I mean, they all kind of look different, or it's a dynamic NFT where once you refresh the metadata at a given point, it will reveal maybe a potato, or looks like maybe a potato tree, potato plant. Again, the potato is a collection of 9,909 utility-enabled PFPs. Each potato is your entry ticket into the great meme land. Okay, so it's obviously the utility here is that you're getting into the meme land or ecosystem as they call it. So something interesting, again, something to look into. They've got all their social media here, so at any point you can kind of check and get into it and understand more what these guys are about. But they're in the top 10. All right, moving on. So we've got Fruits NFT, a collection of fruits vibing on Solana. All right, interesting. So I would have to say this is the first Solana NFT collection that we've done here on this channel, at least on the top 10 in the past few videos that we've done. So wow, look at this. So floor price 9.5 Sol. Currently, let's have a look at where Sol is trading. Here it is. So Sol is currently at 38. Okay, so $40. So that is okay. All right, so not too bad, in terms of price point. Okay, items 7,800, and of course 3,200 owners. Now total volume, okay, that's pretty good. Just noticed here on the Sol chain or Solana side of Opensea, they haven't put yet whatever best offer is for some strange reason. I'm sure there's a reason. But anyway, here they are. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, kind of cute. Not bad looking. I mean, it's not like I haven't seen these kinds of things before in terms of the style. Okay, they've got a few little changes here and there. It's not my... Would I love to own one? Sure, I wouldn't mind having one. I do like Sol and Solana and the whole ecosystem. I wouldn't say I am a diehard Sol or a Solana maximist, but by all means, they have obviously a lot of upsides to the Solana chain, and definitely the community is massive, and I'm all for it as well. But with these guys, yep, not bad. Hey, they're in the top 10, and they're only the only Sol NFT collection on the top 10. So thumbs up to those guys. Speaking of thumbs up, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up on our channel, and please subscribe, and you'll get more of these content if you are enjoying this kind of style of videos. All right, moving on. Okay, so Time. Yes, okay, Time Pieces into the Metaverse by Mika Johnson. So the way I've seen this before, they just kind of, do one limited time. So here, 0.1, and it's Time into the Metaverse. I am presuming that obviously this is all legit. Now, obviously, they have their website here, and of course, their Discord, which you can get into. So this is a limited collection of Mika Johnson's Into the Metaverse cover of Time. The mint will last for 24 hours. Okay, so one item only. Okay, so quite interesting here, and 1.5K. So they must have, so if it's only one item, so it must be on the Polygon. Let's kind of click into this. I'm just kind of curious to see myself. So, okay, so there are 5,000 of these in total. All right, I see how they're doing this. Okay, great. And now there's 1,500 owners. So I guess this is how they're doing it. But look at their views. That's quite massive. So 25,000 views, and of course with this price point, not too bad. So look, obviously, if particularly the subject here is into the metaverse and it's Time magazine, so I do see value in this, and for any collector out there, this is obviously something that you'd want to kind of click into. And with 0.1 ETH, it's very reasonable, and you'd go. I mean, I personally might even look into this. Now, for the others, I don't know how, so there's no way in checking what else they've done. But anyway, so it's just one off, then they close it off. But that's Time. So they'll probably only pop into the top 10 when there's obviously something to sell, because if not, bye-bye. Okay, moving on. So we've got CloneX, one of the big ones, as we all know, massive brand. was really hyped up when they first came out. And of course, now they're working with Takashi Murakami, with the Murakami flowers, but he's obviously a famous, well-known Japanese artist as well. Now, let's look at this floor price at 9 ETH. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, this is rightfully so as well, in the sense that their project has been around. They are one of the big daddies, or the big ones, should we say. They've got, 19,000 items with about 9,500 owners. With, wow, massive trading volume. And of course, now let's have a look at theirs. Yep, exactly what we thought. Very cool. I love the design, love the style. Definitely, once you see this, it's very much them. I mean, you get it immediately that they're, one, the Clone X, and two, they're the RTFK team. So I think very interesting indeed with this kind of collection. I mean, yep, would I want to own one of these? Absolutely. But not yet. So I do not own any of these at this point. And any of the ones I've been showing you, I do not own any of those NFTs. Okay, finally, the one that I really wanted to see, Angry of Witch. So what the hell is this? All right, so in the latest work of OK Team, right, we have created many NFT myths, and this time is no exception. OK Team. Now, I wonder if this is actually the OK Exchange. Is an NFT entrepreneurial team located in Seattle. Okay, maybe not. We have released many influential NFTs. We are supported by the Rockefeller Family Fund, and we will work miracles. Okay, sounds like there's a lot of potential. Sounds exciting. So obviously, okay, it's all released. Now let's look at their details. 3,000 items. Okay, quite interesting that their PFP collection is 3,000 with about 1,000 owners. Total volume, okay, 196, and floor price of 0.33. Not bad. Best offer is 0.11. Let's see if they accept that. But let's have a quick look at their stuff. Quite similar. I think it's a bit of, well, I wouldn't say it's exactly like a few of the others I've seen. I mean, there is, yeah, not bad, not bad. I'm not excited, but, you know, it's on the top 10. So they're doing something right, or they're definitely pumping and hyping somewhere. So to get on the top 10 with that kind of trading volume, or total daily trading volume. So good on them. Good on them. I look definitely into the website and the team. Well, they only have here a Twitter, no Discord. Well, not listed here anyway, so I'd be a little bit wary of that. But that doesn't mean anything much. Just means that, well, again, you'd have to do your own research and look into these guys and see what's going on. Okay, let's get into the randomizer. All right, so let's keep it at 300 in terms of the field, 1 to 300. Let's generate this baby, see what comes out, and then we'll get into it. Are we generating? Okay, 261, 261. All right, so what we're going to do, let's go into the collection. Let's go to 261, and let's have a look. Let's scroll down, boom, 100. Let's scroll down, boom, and then we should be coming up now. Okay, 261. Let's check it out. And boom, here it is, 261. Refractions. Let's have a look at this. 261. So as it's loading, let's have a look. So refractions.xyz drops from Captain Murray to cryptofish.io members and beyond. All right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the website and their Instagram and their Twitter, so we can have a little bit of a mini deep dive, as we want to call it. So let's look at what they've got here. Okay, so these look like quite random items that are up here. Apologies, let me close some of these tabs because it's just slightly slow. Let me just close this up. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, there you go. Much better. All right, so obviously some kind of 3D company. Let's get into their website. Let's have a look at this. Exhibitions, Anya, Cryptofish, Shell, Morph. Okay, interesting. This might be some kind of dynamic NFT. Navigate. I'm not going to click any of these yet, but these look clickable. Actually, let me just click onto these. See what comes up. if there are different. But let's look into their Instagram. So this is obviously the creator, I would say. Wow, he's got, okay, 26,000 followers. Not bad. Self-taught digital artist, aka Captain Murray. I see. Okay, so obviously he's got a strong following, and yeah, these are all his stuff. He's probably been in the space for quite a while. And let's look at his Twitter. All right, Murat. If I'm pronouncing this right, Sagina. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Again, if I'm getting that wrong, I apologize. But okay, 2,807 followers. Let's look at what he's just tweeted. I'm just checking out when the last tweet he did. Okay, that was about 5 days ago. Not that active, I would then say, but not too bad. Oh, my bad. Sorry, my bad. I think that's the pinned message. Yep, that's the pinned message. No, I think he has, 1 hour ago. Okay, there he is. Okay, so he's there. He's there on Twitter. Yep, okay, 13 hours ago. Okay, very active. My bad. So again, let's go back to the website. I've clicked on a few of these things. The shell, the Anya, the archive. Okay, quite interesting. I'm not going to get into it, just kind of getting the general sense, and you can connect your wallet here and look into it. And again, obviously, definitely a big following on Instagram, massive following with over 26,000 followers with his website here, Refractions. Okay, just my honest opinion. Let's go back to the Opensea collection. Look, some interesting designs. Now understanding a little bit more, and he's obviously a digital artist, designer, 3D. I'd probably look down. Look, I'd be interested in a couple of these things. Obviously, depending on the price and how many they're selling for. Let's look into this mask. This mask looks quite interesting. Let's click this. Actually, I like this as well. We're going to do a quick, what's going on? What's happening here? Okay, anyway, I think it's loading. So with these 3D designers, again, now that I've seen his followers, and of course his Twitter, definitely legitimate. I'd probably try to contact him and say hi, just kind of say what's going on, and then I would obviously look at what he's got going and obviously the different prices. But again, just looking at very quickly, obviously legit, obviously cool, definitely my kind of work. Now I'm looking at some of this stuff. And like this horse, wow, this is pretty cool. I like this as well. Yeah, a few of these things I'd be absolutely interested to kind of look into in maybe buying as an NFT collector myself. But that's refractions.xyz, and there's his information. Now we'll put that. Actually, you can easily look it up on Opensea, and again, it's currently sitting at number 261 from our randomizer. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for this video. And again, please, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and of course, turn on the notification bell if you'd like to get more of this type of video. Thank you very much, and see you again soon.